Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, a really scary moment happened last weekend when everybody, remember I told you the story about 4 different passengers being airlifted off cruise ships, 3 different cruise ships within 24 hours? Well, one of them almost ended in huge tragedy, and wait till you see the footage of that. Carnival's in the news today for 2 different stories, and there's a cruise line out there who's looking for some talent. But not just regular talent, some very specific talent. Okay, did you notice yesterday? I know it was hard to tell, it's a little bit blurry and everything, but it was in this spot yesterday, and the item from Jamaica is... Hopefully it focuses in there. Huh? Just a little... Yeah, I hope it's not an urn. But yeah, just a little something from my Jamaica trip, and I have so many more trips planned, but I got lots of room. So stay tuned. I got lots more. I'm going to show you something tomorrow's video that somebody made me on my last cruise, and I want you to guess why they made it to me. But that's going to come up tomorrow's video. On with today's story. During those rescue attempts on the weekend, and the people, apparently all 4 are doing well, by the way, so that's good news. But if you ever wondered if it always seems like glory to some people. Oh, they're airlift rescue people, they are glory, they're heroes, and absolutely true and everything. But they really put their lives on the line every time they step foot in that helicopter to send out to rescue one of us from a cruise ship. Here's a picture of the helicopter rescuing a passenger off one of the ships, and take a look at the wind that's going on with that rescue helicopter. At one point, it's obviously too windy to try and hoist somebody. The helicopter's being blown around from side to side, and then when it starts to leave, it gets caught in a downwind and almost crashes into the ocean. In that rough weather, rough seas, would not have been a good situation. Luckily, the pilot gained control and they were fine. The people were rescued a little bit later once the squall and the wind died down a little bit. Really dangerous situation. My hats go off to these people all the time, because just like police, fire, military, when they are in areas when we need them, they're there, right? Rescue, doctors, everybody. Sorry, hats off to all those professions, because they put their lives on the line all the time for our safety, and yeah, let's never forget that. But yeah, close call. Anyone want to go up in a helicopter ride right now? Okay, we have a couple stories from Carnival. One of them is Carnival is thinking about doing something rather unique on their cruise. In fact, it's probably the first I've ever heard on a cruise ship. And no, it's not dining. No, it's not entertainment. No, it's nothing like that. What they're thinking on doing is creating an office space on their cruise ships, at least some of the larger ships. And what I mean by that is they're thinking on setting up a small, not like 4 floors, a small quiet area on their ships where they could divide it up into little cubicles or something, where people could go to work away from the music and the noise and the drinking and the celebration and the pool deck, because more and more people are able to work on cruise ships now. A lot of people, since the pandemic, have shifted to working from home, and so that means they could actually work on the cruise ship if the internet is fast enough as well. And they're thinking on providing an actual area for people to go. And also, it'd be a nice place to go where people aren't looking at you like, you shouldn't be on your phone, you shouldn't be working, you should be enjoying your vacation. Some of us work. That is our job on a cruise ship, unfortunately. But it'd be nice to have a quiet place to go and do that, and Carnival's thinking on it. Now, I know some ships, like for instance, a Celebrity Edge class, they have near their coffee shop a very long bar that has USB plugs and things like that is relatively quiet until the music from the bar directly down below in the center atrium starts to play. And then it's super loud in that area. So it's not quite the same as having an area on the ship where you can just get away from it all and work. That's one of the things they're doing. And then we also have another Carnival story where the rumors came out, and I mean the rumors came out, saying, yeah, Carnival starting in 2024 will require every passenger from now on to have a passport. And that means no matter where you're sailing from, United States, closed loop, doesn't matter. Where right now a closed loop, where you sail from one port in the United States and return to that same port in the United States, you can use a driver's license and a birth certificate. Well, the rumors were so persistent that John Heald had to come out and clarify, saying, no, we have no intention of changing the laws and changing the rules for passengers. And I doubt Carnival would do it unless it was mandated by the federal government, because right now the federal government doesn't require it. It's not a cruise line rule, it's a government rule for the United States. So yeah, they're not going to willy-nilly change a protocol like that and all of a sudden have, you know, Norwegian Cruise Line, Princess, Holland America, Royal Caribbean, MSC, all offering closed loop. Without that, for people who don't have passports, it would not make sense. So yes, John Heald has come out and specifically said, no, they're not changing that you have to have a passport for closed loop sailings. Now, sailing from a different country, sailing to a different country, sailing different cities like Panama Canal from East Coast to West Coast, you will need a passport for that situation, only from the same port leaving the United States. That includes Alaska. Yeah, just saying. Okay, last story we have. Celebrity Cruise Line is looking for new talent. They're looking for circus acts. Okay. A Celebrity, I know they have a lot of the band, you know, the swings up top, but they're looking for some very specific circus acts. Apparently, there's a brand new show coming on the Celebrity Ascent when it launches later on this year in November. And they are hiring brand new performers for that. In fact, where did I see this? Did I see it on Celebrity? Did I see it? No, I found it on a circus performers website that popped up on my feed, that they are looking in their community for people, and Celebrity reached out to them and said, hey, does anybody want to apply? So especially if you are a duo who's used to an aerial act with expertise in that field, not just a practicer, expertise. And you, of course, would have to go through auditions, send in videotape, all the stuff that normal performers go through. But yeah, I found it kind of exciting because that means, hey, maybe we're going to see some brand new shows on that Celebrity Ascent. And yeah, I'm on her 3-day and 4-day inaugural sailings, which is really weird. They have a 4-day and a 3-day. Remember, they offered that before the actual inaugural sailing. So I jumped on. I'll be on in November. All things going well, I'll be there in November as well. Just booked a couple more cruises today. I'll let you know about them in the future. And I am looking at my 2024 group cruise end of the year sailing. I might go with a different cruise line than Princess, but I have to wait until I have this seminar with the different cruise lines. I have a meeting coming up next month, and I'm going to have them pitch to me their ideas for the best cruise that I can do near the end of the year next year. So stay tuned for that later on in June coming up. Exciting about that. But it's hard to be Princess on group cruises. It really is. They do a spectacular job. So I'm hoping the sales pitches are quite good. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.